Dane Lucerno for $20. So thank you, Dane. That takes the edge off it. Dane Lucerno for $20. Get yourself a cigar, bro. Bro beans. What's bro? I like that, bro beans. Thanks. Thank you, Dane. I probably will have one of those. It's blustery. It's windy and cold. There's a cold front moving in, and the precipitation is going to switch from rain to snow. And I woke up this morning, and I was, there's those days where it's cold. Tell me if this has happened to you guys. When you were younger, a little kid, or when it was raining, even today as an adult, you're like, for whatever reason, your body relaxes because you're excused. You don't have to go outside and work. You don't have to go outside and play. I mean, like in the olden days, like, well, it's raining. I guess I can't till the farm. So you get this, your great ancestors got some kind of endorphin hit. I don't have to chase the antelope today. Oh, I don't have to toil in the fields. But then also it's like, it's unlikely the barbarians are going to attack in rain. Maybe they did. I don't know. There's this soothing, forgiving, relaxing aspect of a soggy, rainy, cold, blustery day where you could curl up with your Hail Merciful and Diet Coke like Les Grossman. It was one of those days, and I was like, I can do my podcast. I can lift my weights. It's nice. I could get some projects I want to get done. Log into the email, my bank. We're sending you a new debit card. Because some fuckwit over at the bank thought they knew better what your financials were than you did. And now we're going to make it an hour extra chore for you to do to say, excuse me, I didn't ask for a fucking debit card. It's another fucking risk. It's another fucking thing. And we're talking about my finances. Can't think of anything more important than that. Who the fuck ordered a debit card? And at first I was kind of like, wait a minute. Did someone hack my account and order a debit card? I'm like, no. It's almost a guarantee. Much more likely, some fuckwit at TCF or US Bank or Wells Fargo said, hey, I got an idea. Let's just send out all new debit cards to people, huh? Won't that be a great idea? And so I kind of I get to, and I'm like, do I just call them or just wait for it to come in the mail and cut it up? What do I do? And so, what is originally starting off as a nice, oh, good, it's cold, it's blustery. Baby, it's cold outside. I'm going to play the games. I'm going to work on my indoors, podcast. Even got my mood light going on. Hi! Because we're just deciding to make decisions. And it's, guarantee you was a woman. Guarantee you. I did shit you never asked me to do because I think I know better what's best for you. Yeah. I'm getting, joking aside, you will never get me to say women need to be barefoot and pregnant. You'll never hear me say it because I don't believe it. I want women out working, paying fucking taxes. You want equality? We're going to shove it right up your ass, sweethearts. You get equality, by God. But no, on a more fundamental, principled, libertarian level, you are an individual. Go, do. Make your own choices. Live with the consequences. Don't ask us for bail. I'll tell you, you're going to anyway, I bet. But go. I'm not your keeper. I do not want to own slaves. I don't want to even tell you. I'll recommend what you might want to consider doing. But you go do what you want to do. By the way, major in STEM and engineering. But then there's times, man, where I get the old guys. I get the old man jokes. Go in there, shut the fuck up, and make me a goddamn sandwich. You thought what? That the 3 decades, the 4 decades, however old, the quarter century at least, the guy's been on his own now, admittedly, with millennials and Gen Z boys. This may not apply. Maybe women, maybe they do need their mother. But the latest generation of men, and it's even debatable if you could say that, Gen X, we did fine. We paid our rent. We fed ourselves. We closed. They really think we just wake up and walk into walls like we're just retarded cats. That we're so helpless without and without their guidance and leadership, without them telling me, "Oh, you're hungry." No, I'm really not. Are you sure? Bitch, I fucking know when I'm hungry or not. It's almost like you have as much agency as this dead flip phone. I made it as I changed something because I want you to think, because you need that thing changed, because I thought you wanted it, and you should. I did want you to go to Texas A&M's engineering department. Now I want you to be in the kitchen with a fucking muzzle. And it's the same thing over at the bank. Guarantee you, some fuckwit. I know what's best for other people. I took a class in behavioral psychology, and it says that it's cloudy out. Short white guys want an extra debit card. That's what it said. And even though Aaron, he doesn't know he needs an extra debit, I'm going to send him one. And burden me with another fucking chore. And the only reason, I hope you banks know this, okay? You banks have got, and I think you do because you like fucking with people. The only reason I don't kick your ass to the curb right now, I got two banks. Both, and this latest one has pissed me off with my original bank, but the new one is just shit. So the only reason is because people don't want to redo all their bills. They don't want to redo, oh yeah, here's my account, the automatic withdrawal and the automatic deposit. That's the only, there's so much shit and hooked up and attached for flowing in and out with those bank accounts that it's just like, it's less money and less time to go on the phone and say, why the fuck are you sending me a debit card? And I'd like to do this. I want to find the person. I know it's not the CEO. I know it ain't the phone rep. But there's a Karen there. There's a Baron Karen there somewhere. Some middle management, upper management fuck that decided in a meeting, let's just send out everybody new debit cards. Because I'm Karen and I know what's best for everybody. I try and I want to, who made this decision? I want a name. Oh, sorry, sir. I don't know it. Well, get me to someone. I want to go up the chain of command. Like, what's his name? Not Bruce Willis. Mel Gibson in Payback. He starts at the low. That's a great movie, by the way. Payback. Great movie. Starts at the low street thug and he works his way up to the mafia head. Just puts a bullet in his head. Oh, it's great. Great movie. That's what I want to do. I want to hunt down Karen. I want her on the phone and said, bitch, what the fuck are you doing sending me a debit card? Are you my wife? Are we married? Who the fuck are you? Did I ask for this? Where do you live? What vital part of your life can I start making decisions, unrequested decisions? Can I tell you what kind of car to get? Can I decide? Oh, I decided to like that you needed new flowers in your front yard. So anyway. And Dane Lucerno for another 10. Thank you. From your ex-naval lieutenant, United States Navy, that is in Texas. You did a video for me. Why genius have no friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I kind of remember that. There's been a couple of those themed along. Well, thanks, Dane. Here's another old man thing. Dane, if you're a retired lieutenant in the United States Navy, you probably understand this. Or you're old enough. Dude, I don't even care about the money anymore. I just want peace and fucking calm. I just don't want, I want my to-do list to be done. I don't want new shit added to it by fucking busybody, needle-nosed motherfucking nanny Nazis. Oh, we take it. It's like, dude, just leave me the fuck alone. Stop requiring my interaction, my involvement. I hired you, I pay you to do X. Just fucking do X. Don't do X plus 1. Don't do X minus 1. Just do fucking X. What do you want for dinner? I don't care. Well, not only do I not care, I do not want to hear or be taxed or be labored by your decision-making process of what to make for dinner. And this is not the cooped up, aha, look, Cappy. It's disproportionately women, but all these fucking people. I delegate to you. Take care. See, now I'd be a great boss. Take care of this. How do you want it done? I don't care. Get it done however you want, but these are the requirements that it's got to look like when it's done and over with. And I hope they would say, okay, boss, that I'm not some micromanaging fuck. Oil change. I just want an oil change. Why? Because I don't have a place to change my oil. I used to have when I had a house. Now I don't. Found a coupon. I go to, what was it? Tires Plus. Fine company. Nothing wrong with it. Need an oil change. Your windshield, just change the fucking oil. I don't have the fucking seconds of time to sit here, have conversations, answer your fucking questions like you're a goddamn premium gas pump. Like, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? Rewards card, this, car wash, what kind of payment? Do you want that payment? What type? Hey, do you want a joint? Do you want a roundup? Give me the fucking gas. Coffee store, double espresso. You know, we're supposed to like minimize contact. Do you have a Caribou card? No, cunt, I fucking don't. Give me my motherfucking caffeine right the fuck now, Miss Smiley Face. Would you like to round up to... No, I would not. And meanwhile, if we keep doing this for the thousands, think about this. Every fucking little question, they always just customer service, you're trying to assess your needs. Every fucking question adds up to time. Every fucking question. I've talked about this on a cellular level. We look at big macro things. Well, how can we, if we add a machine, an entire machine, what will do that do to the efficiency of the overall company or organization? I look at it at the cellular level. That if you see it even in clicking and logging in. Click. You should just username, password. It should take me right to my fucking email. No, we here at Google Mail just wanted to let you know we care a lot about COVID-19. Now I have to spend half a second clicking. Now, if we add these half a seconds, these delays, these single grains of sand into the engine, but it's at every fucking time we got to click. Want to read an article. Do you want to subscribe? Hey, do you want to accept our cookies? That right there, whatever fuck knob over in the European Union decided, well, we better have everybody accept our cookies. Oh, you just saddled the economy with at least 100 billion going future, lost efficiency and time. And if every fuck has to get their little fucking questions in at every motherfucking decision node throughout all of our fucking lives, we are talking years of life being shaved off. If for the only reason you get more frustrated at every motherfucking decision, I gotta sit and repeat myself, decline, say no, I don't want your fucking card, I don't want to join your team, I don't want to round up, I don't want a car wash, I don't want to give to the Saint fucknob kids of the cancerous goddess. Give me my fucking gas. Give me my fucking thing. Leave me the fuck alone with my banking. And no, I truly don't give a fuck what we make for dinner. Go. Leave me the fuck alone so I can do my shit and as much shit as possible before I fucking die. Because I don't want my legacy. What'd he do in life? Oh, he answered literally millions of petty, unnecessary questions in his life. That's what I don't want my life to be. What was his life? What did he spend most of his time? Raising kids, writing books, adventuring, this, that. Same thing for all you people. No, he spent most of his time saying no and turning down and clicking out of windows. That's what most of his time was. And right off the bat, man, you guys all do that. You wake up, you got the coffee, and you're in your bed, clicked in. We're sending you a debit card. Like, oh, I guess my asshole is spread out already wide and pre-lubed for today. I just want, and that's what guys want. Just want the fucking, I don't know what women want. I don't care. I don't care what you women want when you're old. I've never seen a happy old, I take it back. I take it back. There was some World War II silent gen women but then they were married and they put other people at the center line. Well, we don't have to go through that. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a content woman, middle-aged, my generation or older, up to the silent generation. But God damn it, I can see why people become a hermit. I can. I'm going to build my motherfucking house. I'm going to have a soundproof motherfucking room. And nobody is going to be allowed in there. No one. And it's not because I'm burying bodies or I'm Jeff Epsteining it up or I'm looking at the porn. It's just so I could be left the fuck alone and do shit when I want. And nobody's going to interrupt me. No one. No one. Where's Aaron? He's in his chamber. Can we get it? No. He brought in a bank vault and made it so you can't get in. He can't hear you. He can't see you. He's down there and he's being left the fuck alone. And I'll just be like, nobody asking me if I want to round up. Nobody asking me if I want a car wash. Nobody having me click. And I could just work without grains of sand being thrown into my engine. There's a pretty girl we all know, the lovely Mary Jo. Good morning, love. Good morning, Mary Jo. I guess we'll stay on top of the super chats here before we get a little too far. I do have some good news. We do have some good news. Anti-simpleton for $2. Got that Corona check up text from my ex. Guys, I should have put a chapter in there called Type Your Damn Texts In. Stop using voice to text. Okay? That should have been in this book. It's not. Maybe in the next edition it'll be there. Guys, type out your fucking text. I can't read it when it's the wrong word. Scrolling down. Juan Navarro for $2. Hey, I'm Microsoft Clippy. Do you want? Yes, Juan, exactly. Fucking what? I want to know who. Hang on. Could we find out who did the Microsoft? That motherfucker should be hunted down and killed. Microsoft Clippy. Creator. Clippy's designer wants to know who got Clippy pregnant. Kevon Atterbury. Kevon Atterbury. Oh, look at this. There's one person. I'm surprised he made his name public. This is the guy that created the AIDS virus, basically. Kevin Atterbury. Wait. No, this is Kevin Atterbury, an artist. It's a different Atterbury. Hang on. Did he just draw it? See, if he just drew Clippy. If he just drew it, that doesn't mean he built it. Oh, I think he just drew it. Kevin Atterbury is the guy who designed Microsoft's adorable on-screen assistant, Clippy, back in the 1990s. Clippy was the little guy who popped up to delight and sometimes annoy. Sometimes? I created the character, not the functionality, says Atterbury, defending the now-retired character found on millions of computers worldwide. Yeah, he's an artist. He's not, I want to know, Kevin Atterbury is not the person to blame. I want to know who came up with the idea of Clippy. Who came up with the idea of Clippy? All right. Seaman Age, hate how dumb things used to be. That like comment. You had these old art. You may have hated Clippy or bashed the broken image icon for the crude representative, but Clippy was a valid precursor to today's sophisticated digital personal assistants. Oh yeah, broken it. Who designed the broken image? The broken image icon. I want to know who designed Clippy. Who designed the pan hand and the cursor pointer? Who designed Comic Sans? Who designed Clippy? Who designed Clippy? Remember Clippy, the paper clip-shaped personal assistant that infuriated word users from 1998 to 2004. Takes you motherfucking private sector companies 6 fucking years to do that. Clippy was designed by Kevin J. Atterbury, logo designer's charming website. Woohoo! The startup. Blah, blah. Atterbury was just contracted to do the art. If the blame lies with anyone, it's the interaction designers behind Microsoft's ill-fated Office Assistant project. The final misstep came in 2004 when Microsoft threw Clippy under the bus in a series of ads that show Windows users killing him, all designed to celebrate. I want the name. I want the names of the motherfuckers who thought, hey, let's go and annoy the shit out of people. I wanted names. Not this Kevin guy. He's innocent. He just drew it. Damn, Dane. Thanks for all the money. $20 again. That $20 went to pay for Mary Jo's pinups she just sent me, which you can find in my Patreon. If you'd like to see Mary Jo pinups, we got a whole battery of them coming in. Patreon.com/Aaron Clary. I'm the 29-year-old that owns 2 companies. Oh, yeah, I remember this. That got his bachelor's from the Naval War College of Structural Engineering, master's of petroleum. Yes, I do remember. Well, you could afford it now. I'd imagine you're an essential employee. Oh, Dave 128. It's great when you walk in a store, interact with no one, use their self-checkout, and they want you to rate them satisfied in their customer service survey. Oh, man. One of the greatest inventions is those bachelor lanes over at the grocery store. Get me the fuck in. I'll check out. I know what I buy. I even know the code by memory. I type in the code by memory. I get the fuck in. I get the fuck out. And then there's the one person they have tending the corral of all the self-checkout. Have a good day. Thank you. That's the appropriate amount of interaction I want with people. Checking it out. Check in. Boom. Oh, heaven help you if you were like me. It's like daytime. I learned my lesson quick. The bachelor lanes allowed it so I could grocery shop during the daytime, but there was this overlap where I was self-employed and I could, run my errands during the day. You don't go out grocery shopping in a non-bachelor lane grocery store during the day because every old fuckwit has to talk and chit-chat with the checkout person, delaying everybody because old people have nowhere to be. I mean, except the hospital now. Am I right? Huh? Oh, we got an article. Some good news, as good as it can be anyway. Oh, homeschool time for 275. Click Wars. You heard it here first. Curse of the High IQ. Did I mention Click Wars in a book? I don't think I did. Click Wars. I mean, really, you could get think about this. Not all, but a high percent. Certainly the majority of your errands are done online, clicking around. It's all clicking. The day is coming. Mark my words. We may not be alive to see it, but the day is coming where all we do, like George Jetson, we just do usernames and passwords and we click. That's all we're going to be doing. That's all the economy will be in the first world. Oh, yeah, the Asians and the Chinese and all that. They'll do all the work. They'll make all, those people. We need somebody to make our shirts in Indonesia, but we'll be clicking what kind of shirts and what logos we want on the shirts to have the children labor over in Indonesia make it for us. But that's all. And if we're going to make it so it takes 4 times as many clicks to get shit done, that's where your future economic growth is going to be sacrificed. Where we, you might upgrade. Think about this. It's going to take me an hour. That's 12.5% of my working day. That's a huge and dramatic loss of me fucking dicking around with customer service. People. The number one problem in the world is people. All right, we're caught up on that, so I don't feel so bad. Okay. Let's go to the good news. I know it's not about Corona. We don't want to talk about Coronachan. But this is good news. 95-year-old World War II veteran shares positive message after surviving coronavirus. William Bill Kelly, a 95-year-old veteran of World War II who also lived through the Great Depression, has added another accomplishment to his name after contracting the novel. Why do they call it novel? Is that a cute little thing, you journalists? Just call it coronavirus and beating it. I'm doing well, said Kelly. I definitely feel very good this morning. Kelly's family was there to support him. Yeah, look at this tough fucker. Holy cow. He looks badass. At 95, I mean. Kelly's family was there to support him through his recovery, including his granddaughter, Rose. Oh, I lost it. And her husband, Isaac, with whom he lives in Yamhill County, Oregon. They joined ABC News Pandemic, What You Need to Know to share the story, remind people that there are a lot of people surviving and getting through the COVID-19 pandemic, Isaac Etherton said. Kelly said he took steps to care for himself once he started feeling illness coming. It's just something that you deal with as you get it. The big thing with me is that if I feel that I'm coming down with something, take good care and get help. Find out what to do and what you're supposed to do. Get plenty of rest. See, a guy, he's still there. He still got it. He ain't losing it. His mind's still sharp. You generally get through it okay. I was very fortunate I got through. Kelly said he had 2 or 3 pretty tough nights and evenings where I had problems with my lower body, my legs, and my back, difficulty getting rest because it was very uncomfortable trying to sleep. Other than that, though, you work your way through it. Do as you're told, and I got some good help here. Oh, and he's there with his great-grandchildren. Oh, boy, you think grandparents are a good deal. Boy, you get great-grandparents. That's God mode when you get great-grandparents. Uncles are low-ranked shit compared to grandparents and great-grandparents. And the grandparents and let me tell you about grandparents and why they're evil, though, in the uncle wars. Not only do I got to compete against other uncles, aunts aren't even showing up. Aunts aren't even on the scoreboard. I take it back. No, there's Auntie somebody. Lucifer and Dreary. I take that back. I stand corrected. I withdraw my statement. The Lucifer and Geronimo, they got an aunt that comes in. She brings in the heavy guns. But we're all shit. We're all shit compared to the grandparents. Because the grandparents come in with their fucking, loads of boomer money if they've saved it up. And they're sharp too. They know exactly what to get. And then they get the little girl thing she wanted. I just lay a wad of cash down. Like, there you go. Hey, let's go run around in the bed. And then Nana comes in with a locket with her and the little, whoa. And then that kid runs around with that locket. It could have green corona, AIDS, herpes virus. I'd still run around with it. Do you want to put away your locket? So no. I'm like, oh, all right. You see the silver dollar Uncle Aaron got you? That's good value. That's going to help in the currency. Never mind. You're going to play with your locket. It can't beat the grandparents. But then great-grandparents, oh, shit. Everybody's fucked. That's like bear cavalry. If anyone knows the game for that bear cavalry. Now you're just fucked. They stayed right on me, he said, so we worked through it all. Kelly, who had kidney disease, a congenital heart condition, and high blood pressure, first started feeling symptoms of the infection on the 15th. When Grandpa Bill doesn't feel well, he doesn't say anything, and we have to dig him out of it, Isaac Etherton said. He said he wasn't feeling well, had a fever, 100.7 degrees, called his doctor. There was another article where he's like, that's bullshit, disease ain't gonna knock me. I mean, he was like, I went through Guam. Fuck this shit. I ain't gonna deal with that. So that's good. That's good. That's good news there. Where else? Here we go. Speaking of old people. No, that's not it. Why is this? That wasn't it. Hang on, guys. It switched on me. And now the internet's not going. Here it is. This is what I wanted. Why did Bloomberg click on this? Why did they go somewhere else? From Bloomberg, which is about as reputable as we're going to get. 99% of those who died from the virus had other illnesses, Italy says. I know the one guy that that unfortunately contracted the disease and was a young, 38-year-old man. I know that one woman who got the thing and she passed away very young. But if this is true, and so far the pedigree of the source seems to be pretty legitimate, this is some good news, unless you have some other medical condition. More than 99% of Italy's coronavirus fatalities were people who suffered from previous medical conditions, according to a study by the country's National Health Authority. And I clicked on the study, and the problem is, I think it's all Italian. Yeah, and it is, so I can't read it. But if this is the Italian Health Authority, and I know Italy is a relatively corrupt country, they could have, padded the figures, but okay. I understand we don't want to flood the housing or the hospital infrastructure, but if it's people with other underlying conditions, the rest of you can rest easy. After deaths from the virus reached more than 2,500 with a 150% increase in the past week, health authorities have been combing through data to provide clues to help combat the spread of the disease. Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte's government is evaluating whether to extend a nationwide lockdown beyond the beginning of April. Daily La Stampa reported Wednesday, Italy has more than 31,500 confirmed cases of the illness. Holy cow. Even when, okay, so here's the pie chart. It's not just whether you were ill, it's how many illnesses you had prior to the death. Half of them had 3 or more illnesses. So half the deaths in Italy, if this is to be assumed true, half of the coronavirus deaths, these people had 3 or more pre-existing conditions. A quarter had 2, another quarter had 1, and only 0.8% of the illnesses, of the deaths, they had no illness. The new study could provide insight into why Italy's death rate at about 8% of total infected people is higher than in other countries. Rome-based institute examined medical records of about 80% of the country's coronavirus fatalities, finding that just 3 victims, or 0.8% of the total, had no previous pathology. Almost half of the victims suffered from at least 3 prior illnesses, and about a fourth had either 1 or 2. More than 75% had high blood pressure. About 35% had diabetes, and a third suffered from heart disease. Well, and then here's a breakdown by age. Yeah, it's your 70s to 90 years olds. Okay. Sorry, but you got to go when you got to go. So that was some good news there. Go back to the super chats. Make sure I don't fall too far behind. There's Dave. There's Click Wars. Juan Navarro. Yeah. There can only be one Juan. Juan Navarro for $1.99. There's Juan Cabrera and Juan Navarro. You guys, you and him fight for me. Another Juan, only space for Juan of us here. Oh God. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, that was the pun. I thought. Another Juan, only space for Juan of us here. Oh. Juan Cabrera. This is San Francisco Juan. 6.7 million unemployed Whole Food workers want to strike. Let them. Whole Foods, until it was bought out by Amazon, was owned by a libertarian, or headed up by a libertarian guy. And he just kind of like, yeah, if people want to pay these higher prices for groceries because it feels good, okay. And I imagine, just like the customers, the workers are also of the leftist variety, and go strike. Dane, thank you. By the way, my company, I control, just sent 100,000 masks to New York, and they got stopped in Louisiana, taken, confiscated, and I don't know what the fuck happened to them. I wonder how many other companies did this and got screwed. Dane, this is why you never do anything. I'm sorry. I hate Dane. Sorry, Dane. Dane, this is why you never do anything good for people. I don't know why that is. I don't know why the term, the quote, no good deed goes unpunished. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out why. It leads me to think, oh, maybe a good deed is introducing reality to people who are living a lie, and then they attack you because they don't want to make changes in their lives. Excuse me. I'm gonna die. But this has nothing to do with you talking to an individual person. You just try to do something good. You try to help out the community, and it just got fucked. I don't know. It's like dark matter. We can't explain the gravitational phenomenon we're seeing out in the celestial bodies, but here's a theory. We don't know what it is, but it's a theory. It's a plug-in variable that we can use to at least temporarily explain why we see this phenomenon. We're going to call it dark matter. But there's also kind of a karmic life, something inherent to our genetic DNA, or maybe the way society is structured. There's a dark matter out there where if you try to do anything good, you're going to get punished. and you're a young, good, successful, highly successful. Oh, ladies, why can't you find a man? Well, here's another one, but we don't have to go into that. But yeah, man, just make your money, get yourself a bank vault chamber, and go and seclude yourself in it and enjoy life. What else? And then a little bit more good news. I try to find good news. It's hard to find good news. Everything is coronavirus. And so I just searched good news, then I clicked on the news link, and there's a site called goodnewsnetwork.org. I was like, here we go. I'll just go and I'll just pilfer some articles from here. And the problem is, these are your local TV news station when it's a really slow news day, or like you're the PR person, you're in charge of corporate PR. You don't do PR for marketing to clients. You do PR. You're the HR lady who tries to, quote, boost morale because we here at Team US Bank did it. And you send out schleppy stories about Amy got pregnant, but that wasn't going to let her hold her down at Wells Fargo. She's still that type of shit. It's these type of stories, these puff pieces that actually aren't good news and makes you see just what pathetic fucking weak losers most of society is. Like, oh, this is what we celebrate. And then you're kind of like, yeah, give me the bad news. It's like, here's an article. Interview with the amazing Emmanuel Kelly. Plus the top good news of the week is this episode 6. So we got more Coronachan podcast. And the amazing Emmanuel Kelly. Did you guys know who Emmanuel Kelly? God damn. Thank God. I was hoping there wouldn't be a podcast. I was afraid there wouldn't be a podcast with the Emmanuel Kelly. Who the fuck is Emmanuel Kelly? Why is he amazing? It's all amazing. This is the type of website that everything's amazing and wonderful and beautiful and courageous and brave. Here's another article. Isolated art lovers are recreating masterpieces using everyday objects, and the results are amazing. It's amazing. See, the first 2 articles, amazing and amazing. It's like, no, I'm looking at a scrawny bearded fuck with a vacuum on his back trying to look like Narcissus carrying a rock up a hill. Like when I think good news, I think something that's like long-term and fundamental. Like, oh, advances made in curing a virus we might be all concerned about. Or, new rocket propulsion system cuts travel time to Mars by 50%. That's the kind of good news, but this is all mystery. Oh, teacher parade. Mystery mom has been leaving out free bagged lunches made with love for anyone who may need them. Oh my God. I'm so verklempt. NBA players recovered from COVID-19 are donating plasma to clinical trials helping sick patients. All right, that's a good news. It's productive. That's what I'm saying. Landmark study, in quotes, lays roadmap for exactly how we can restore oceans to former glory in just one generation. Okay. Are they in that bad of condition? This diligent dog has been delivering groceries, meals, and mail to senior neighbors in quarantine. No, here comes the pop-ups. See, here. I don't need it. I did find one that I did find interesting on the Good News Network. You guys remember Jack Webb? Just the facts, man. Only the facts. Dragnet. He was the one. He did that. On this day 100 years ago, Jack Webb was born. The actor, screenwriter, director, producer created the iconic police franchise Dragnet and starred as a Los Angeles detective, Sergeant Joe Friday. The series was based on real cases from LAPD files. Yeah, I remember watching those. They said these people, the names were changed to protect the innocent as well as the guilty. And he was an anti-communist, as most moral people were back then and they are today. And featured authentic depictions of cops and their daily work in the 50s and 60s, which were portrayed like the working class heroes they were. Webb also wrote The Badge, true and terrifying crime stories that could not be presented on TV. He also launched a spinoff called Adam 12. I remember that, which ran for seven successful seasons, and later Emergency, which ran for 6. He made some bank. after dying of a heart attack at 62. Oh, that's like 18 years away. That's not even 18 years. That's, I used to be able to do math. What am I? That's 17 years. Was given a funeral with full LA police honors, and the city retired badge number 714 in honor of Joe Friday. Mayor Bradley ordered all flags lowered to half staff, and Webb was buried with a replica LAPD badge 714 with the rank of sergeant. Oh man! Watch the precision of his acting in "What Is a Cop?" His famous speech from The Big Interrogation. Born 1920, died 1982. Oh, Webb also loved playing jazz on his cornet and had a collection of more than 6,000 jazz recordings. Story about to see. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay, so there you go. Joe Friday. Oh, I guess we can clean that up. Oh, now they all come in. Now here all the super chats come in. So there you go, Joe Friday. Let the old captain take a pee here. Yeah, Aaron, why do you always take a pee? Well, I drink a ton of coffee, I drink a Coke. And then, like, by the time it's ready we're in the middle of this, I gotta go. I'll be back in a second. People are asking me if I ever changed my shirt. This isn't my shirt. This is my pajamas. So I'm like a Japanese animation character, or I guess any animation character where they wear the same thing. You know, Fred Flintstone always had that same black, orange, saber tooth, whatever he had, shawl. Spike Spiegel always had that blue, yellow, thin tie thing with the shoes. I have this in the morning. I change out of it. What do I want to go run? What is it? It's supposed to snow later. Maybe I'll just go get drunk. That'd be great. Dan again for 20. Oh, no, you already sent that, Dane. Sorry. James Rankin. Work is good for me. I work as a meat manager and make around $50,000 a year. There are plenty of jobs in the grocery sector to take a chunk out of those unemployed if they weren't lazy. Yeah, I find it cute when fast food or grocery store, whatever, you know, unskilled, like when tradesmen go on strike or they form a union, like, okay, that's it because you need them. But when I'm a grocery store clerk, I'm a counter person. It's like, you have no skill. You are so thoroughly and completely commoditized and utterly replaceable and exchangeable with other untalented labor. It's funny you think you're gonna, well, fine, go on strike. But also keep in mind that, you know, with technology advancing as it is, if you're not talented labor, if you don't have to really make a decision, you just go boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you could be replaced by the bachelor lanes. You're a butcher. There's some skill and talent, knowledge at minimum that goes into that. You can't have the bachelor lanes dicing up a pork versus a cow versus a chicken. Juan Navarro, $1.99. Tennessee Juan is better. Oh, is that where you are, Juan? Oh, look, you got a little motorcycle. Oh, you've been to the Tree of Shame, I bet. If you're in Tennessee and you ride motorcycles, you have seen the Tree of Shame. I saw the Tree of Shame. Thankfully, a piece of my bike was not on it. Juan Cabrera, San Francisco Juan, for $3.99. Essential here. I'm only dating essential women. Ha! Dude, I'm tweeting that out right now. Hang on. And that was done. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Dane, geez, Dane, thank you for all the money. You don't have to, spread it out a little bit. There's other podcasters. I'm sure they'd really appreciate it. Tax write-off and PR stunt that ended up being a lose-lose for everyone. Tax write-off and PR stunt. Well, at least you got your tax write-off. There's that too. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, Dane. I'm sorry. This is why I'd never look. Companies don't need to do corporate social responsibility. I'm not saying pollute the oceans either. I'm not saying force your employees to come and commute. There are things, common sense things that you should do out of logic and morality. But to corporate virtue signal, no, you know what you're doing two things as an employer. That's more than any nonprofit, any social justice warrior, any activist or self-aggrandizing liberal or leftist. You're providing a good or a service to the people. Okay? You're producing something that people want. You're either extending or enhancing people's lives. That's what you're doing. And you're employing people. I cannot paint a clear difference between Democrats and leftists like Bernie Sanders or Nancy Pelosi or Ocasio-Cortez, who have never worked a real job, but they've never produced anything of value. They've always parasited off of nonprofit or government money, and they've never hired anyone. They've never created one job in their life. Yet they're going to get you rat bastard assholes who not only produce a good and a service that people want and people willingly give their money for, but you're employing people. That right there is all the corporate social responsibility you have to do as a company. That's it. And all this other bullshit, we care about the plights of the womans and the minorities, and we're just so good with look at our carbon footprint. It's like, no, here's an idea. We here at the Clary Corporation, you want to talk about real corporate social responsibility? We're not going to ask you a bunch of questions. When you log in, you're logged in. We're not going to ask you to round up. We're not going to train our employees to harangue you on the phone. Like, we just want to thank you very much for being a customer of the XYZ Corporation. If you ever do to click. That's all you have to do. Make people's lives better for money. That's it. That's a business. You give me money, I make your life better. There you go. Bye. And I didn't. Can you fill out a survey? Oh, a receipt. I'll go buy two things because I'm a bachelor. I'll go buy two things. The receipt is longer than them fucking scrolls that Bugs Bunny did, when they'd be doing some kind of European skit, and it'd be this long. That's how long the receipt is. And you could get the photo, but have you ever read through it? Fill out this survey. Here's the number. Here's the 15% off. And then it's like, rip, because I got to save my receipts. That's all the piece I need. And they're not helping. It said, Dane, don't ever do anything nice again. Employ people and produce a good quality service at a fair, profitable, but affordable price. That's all. That's all entrepreneurs and employers and companies need to do. Ronan Boyle for £2 Cappy. What do you think of Royal Caribbean shares? I don't know. Maybe it's a buy. Are we going to bail them out? Did they save money for times when they're bad? Oh, let's go 5 years. They were up to 133. Now they're down to 23. We could look at their balance sheet, but I've always had trouble looking up balance sheets on the internet here. go to Yahoo Finance, see if they financials. Now, foolish me, when I hear financials, I think all of them, but usually that's just, oh, here we go, balance sheet. Click on the balance sheet. Cash and cash equivalents. They have $243,000. Let's look at their expenses. Cost of revenue. Oh, shit. They got $250 million. Their expenses are $6 billion. They don't even got enough money to last. I mean, I know this presumes they're going out, but no, their overhead is they don't have a. I bet you if we did the math, they don't have a quarter of cash. They won't last 3 months. No, I don't think I will. I don't know. I could be wrong. Essential women, PR. Flintstones or Jetsons? I prefer the Flintstones. It was original and more clever. Jetsons like, hey, we'll do the Flintstones, but it's in the future. I do like the dog though. I did kind of like the dog. Murray Saucedo for $1.99. A scale of 1 to 10. Abella Danger. All right, let's take a look at this porn gal. Or is she a webcam? I guess it doesn't really. A lady that works in the field. Abella Danger. Everybody's all looking up. Ability. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay. Wow. This is the safe search. Oh shit. Geez. That's Google. Geez, Google, you are not screening anything. Let's try Bing. All I see is penis and asshole. Okay. Abella teacher. I just want like a face. That's not. Okay. Here we go. Man, you want to talk about a dead look in the eye? I mean, she's all right. Again, we always have to make, I don't know if we have to make the caveat. Can we just say if a woman is thin by today's standards, she's in the top 20%? She's like a 7 or an 8 at minimum. Maybe we could even say 9, 8 or 9 if they're in good, if they got a great body. It's so rare now. I guess we got to call it a linear 10. Once again, I'm going to piss off Adam Piggott. He wants to go back to the Gaussian model, the Bell distribution. I'm kind of, if you're in the top 10% of the population, you're a 10. And Abella Danger would fit that, I guess. But if we go to the classical, she's like an 8. There's some in her eyes. She just looks so dead. And I'm not all about, the 1,000 cock stare. But yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, would bang. I'd say she's a 7.5 and 8. Oh, here's a cute one of her. I like that. It goes to show you, girls, what an appropriate outfit will do. It's like, yep, that would turn my head. The rest of it, I don't know. Maybe after you get old, like, and you've dated enough, not old, like, but by the time I was like 27, 28, I had dated enough girls that the conditioning, the Pavlovian response, the Pavlovian response was danger, or, that's not a good time. Because every time you date like a really good looking girl, it'd be a royal pain in the ass. And even that will not, if you don't date a lot, you'll never get the negative reconditioning to like, whoa, danger, Will Robinson. But you can be conditioned to go against your genetics where you're like, oh no. And all these, dude, she's hot. I'm like, well, yeah, but you go date her, you'll find out. Oh, you boys thinking there's pretty nice girls who have their shit together, all 3 combined. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. Oh, yeah. Juan, everybody's already retweeting. Sorry, I'm only dating essential women. I don't know if we'll go viral. Hey, if you guys are bored, you want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead. subscribe to this channel, and then subscribe to the older brother channel on YouTube as well. So I'd say a Bella Danger, a 10 linearly, but that's every girl you're going to throw up that's of any notable worth or not worth notoriety. But in the traditional scale, 7, 7.5, and those eyes would just, I would know, yeah, she's a 7, 7.5 physically, but I wouldn't, I would probably, with that look, I'd be like, no, I got to get going. Figueiro? Is that Portuguese? Figueiro Toddy. Sharing good news, Cappy. Your book helped me not major in marine biology and my brother from becoming a teacher. Good. I saved 2 of you guys. Awesome. Instead, I became a civil engineer earning $80K. And then are you essential? My brother's land surveyor earning $59K. That's great. That's great. That's great news. Very happy to hear that. What did I have? I had some good news. Oh, that's right. It's up here. All right, so we got that. So that's good to go. Let's go through some sponsors real quick, and I'll go through what I'm thankful for. You guys can, and by the way, email. What are you guys thankful for? Give me the good news. We have our daily constitutional. It can't all be dipshit. The Good News Network. Tilly Magoo find a new way to cut toe fungus. I can't do with those. I need something else. James DePrisco, The Catholic Red Pill. Check out that book. You can find that on Amazon.com. It's precisely that. It's the Red Pill book for Catholic men. We'd say it'd be for women, but it's really not written for women. Women could benefit from it, but I don't think they have any intellectual interest in it. I don't know what a female Catholic Red Pill book would be. I mean, well, they wouldn't. It would. I guess it would be modern day Christianity. Women are the foundation of the church. It is through women you reach Christ. It's like, bye. David Barnett, he has his online seminar coming up. You can sign up for his online classes on buying an already existing business. I'm going to post that in the chat room there. So that's been posted. Use the code Clary and you get yourself, I think, $100 off the $379 price. But it's a seminar worth taking. Because I know a lot of you are aspiring entrepreneurs, and you may think it might be worth buying a business. And it can be worth buying an already existing business, but you want to make sure you don't piss away your life savings on a money-losing business, which was what I experienced in banking. That's what I saw people doing, buying the dumbest franchises, not knowing jack shit, and cashing out what little money they had, and then asking us for more to help find, I want to run a balloon company. Literally one broad. She was borderline mentally impaired. Like when we talk about retardation, usually we're talking about idiots and morons who are not mentally impaired or mentally retarded. I'm talking about someone who was like on the cusp, maybe alcohol baby. Like she actually had a mental impairment. And here's somebody got the craw on her feather or whatever in her mind that she should go run a balloon company. Like party balloons. It's like, no. When they come in with a scrawled piece of paper for their income statement, because they don't know what an income statement is, and they give it to you, you're kind of like, okay, all right. Why don't you just go work at the checkout lanes at a grocery store and be thankful you have that? So you could check out Dave's seminar there. It's online. You get a discount. And then he will have a meet and greet online that you could, if you sign up for that, for his seminar, his self-paced study online, then you get to attend his seminar, I believe, for free. But check it out. Also go to his site, businessbuyeradvantage.com. Check out our other podcasters. If you're bored with this one, check out Better Bachelor, Entrepreneurs in Cars, theblackbrigade.org with DT. Who else? thegoddamnbacon.com. Jack Napier over on YouTube, and Masculine Geek. Check those guys out on YouTube as well. How Not to Become a Millennial. This episode of the Coronachan. Good morning, Coronachan Live. It's brought to you by How Not to Become a Millennial. It's a damn good book. Go get it. That's more valuable than right there, that book. Although this could be said of many of my books, because the value of most college degrees are not worthless. They're less than worthless. They're a liability. But that's more valuable than a college education, most certainly. So if you are a Gen Z or a young man, a young woman, or you happen to know a young man or a young woman, that makes a great graduation gift, even though nobody will be actually having graduate. We'll have drive-by. We love you, Jerry. In my runs and my walks, I've seen that. Everybody drive him by. Happy birthday, Phil. Even though no one names their kid Phil anymore. I'm like, oh, look at that. That's so Minnesota nice. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Am I that angry? Am I that bitter? Anyway, go get that book. Great book for young people if they're willing to read it. AlaskaChaga.us. Go to AlaskaChaga.us to get your coffee substitute. If coffee is a little bit too much for you in terms of caffeine, may we recommend a chaga mushroom substitute. It's ground powdered mushroom, just like a tea bag, and you put it in tea, and it has a little bit of caffeine in it, but not as much. A little bit, it's powerful tea. A little bit more powerful tea. And of course, like all teas, it cures cancer, makes your dick 9 inches long, flaccid, and gets you big boobs, and it gets you the girls. That's so if you drink Alaska Chaga tea by going to alaskachaga.us and you order your tea, you will get the girls. He didn't ask this for a promo code, but just text him, how do I get the girls? And he'll know where you came from. I'm going to put this in the text or the chat room. If you're looking for a computer, my buddy Aaron, another guy by the name of Aaron, has computers for sale. It is $150. Do not complicate shit. No, you don't get a screen with it. You don't get a monitor. These are your basic bitch computers with Windows 7 or Windows 10. It's up to you. He'll put it in the mail for you. They come in around $150. If you want a fancier computer or a laptop, it's going to cost more. If you want some big ass tower, it's going to cost more because of delivery costs. He does not do tech support. The motherfucker, you contact him. You say, hey, I want this type of computer. He says, all right, give me your address. Give me your money. When he gets the money, he mails it to your address. That's it. That's the transaction. There is no more. None of this. Well, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. This isn't working. No, it's too bad. Sales are final. Cheap refurbished computers. I'm going to put it in the chat room. So if you want to find it, you got it there. All right. I'm glad we had that conversation. Then what else? And then if you'd like to help out the show, It's all the same show. We have 3 shows. There's Good Morning Coronachan, which will go away when the Corona thing leaves. Then we have Older Brother Podcast, which we had an episode yesterday with me, Atham, and Chad, where me and Atham had Mexican wrestling masks on the entire. I got my Mexican wrestling mask right here. See? A luchador. And this is a bad guy. I guess this is the bad guy over in Mexico. I was like, good. Oh, I'm a bad guy. I got the bad guy mask. So it was fun. And then there's the Older Brother Podcast, which if you want to watch the YouTube video, go to my YouTube channel, Older Brother. Just search Older Brother. You'll find it on YouTube. So you can support the show that way and tune in. But otherwise, you can go to olderbrother.com/donate. 3 ways you can help out. There's a straight PayPal donation. Nothing happens. You just give me money. It goes to the Pokeball Fund, which is growing by leaps and bounds now as there is no Pokeball to buy. I could probably outgun Nana now. I bet you with the donations I've been getting and the fact I can't spend it on Pokeball and I instead put it towards the nieces, I can get them some mean toys. I'll put Nana in her place. I'll show the aunt. I'll show my rival aunt. Oh, and then Uncle Charlie, and his name isn't Charlie. Uncle Charlie with the tractor, because Uncle Charlie runs a farm and he's got kittens and he's got tractors and he's got cranes and he's got all sorts of animals on the farm. I can't beat Uncle Charlie. I'm totally outmatched by Uncle Charlie. But with that Pokeball Fund, ooh, do I got a war chest? The truth is they got too much shit. They got too much shit, and so I don't buy them any more toys because they don't need it. There's nowhere to put it, and they don't put away their toys. So I'm like, no, you don't get no more toys. So I do take them out. I try and teach them like etiquette. Go to like okay restaurants. We can't even do that now. We could go to like delis or donut shops and get pastries and leave, but we can't sit down. How to behave appropriately, which is what I predominantly used. If I take them out, I take them to restaurants. So what do we do when we're around other people? They know to behave. There's no crying when Uncle Aaron is around. So I don't know. And everything's Elsa. Oh my God, everything is Elsa. Elsa. Oh, I got Elsa there. I gotta have my wand. I got Elsa's the main character on the Frozen show. And they sing, let it go, let it go, let it go. Very, very loud. And I'm like, shut up. And then they smile because they knew they angered Uncle Aaron. Go sing outside. Now I know what it's like to be a parent without any of the responsibilities. All the benefits, none of the responsibilities. Oh, it's not like being an uncle, it's like being a feminist. Now I know what a pretty woman feels like. All the upsides, but none of the responsibilities. Hey, now I know. It's great. It's great. Are you telling me other people will do the hard work and change the diapers, and all I got to do is come in and get hugs? My God, let's sign up for that shit. Oh. We got to go back to the... Okay. So then that's one where you can have PayPal. You get nothing for it. Patreon, you get something for it. You get access to a couple really deep philosophical posts that I wrote that were completely unappreciated, and that's why I threw them behind the PayPal. I'm sorry, Patreon. So if you become a patron, if for $1 a month even, I think you get access to everything. I don't do the platinum level and the gold level. Although I should come up with I think you can name your own levels. The dick nuts level. You're just this low link level more. And the cleavage level. Oh, you're a little bit higher. No. The double D level. Yeah. Cappy's harem. And then you're part of Cappy's harem. And you're like, that's the top level or whatever. Anyway, we're not doing that just yet. But for whatever amount you donate, I think you become a patron. You get access to it. And there's also the Road Trip podcast, which is behind the paywall, and then Mary Jo's Pinups, which we all know is what all you guys donate for. Anyway, I won't. What? The solution to poverty? What? How to make us all infinitely wealthy? Boobies, Latina boobies. We will pay for that. Thank you. Thank you. Never mind. I'll just take these society-saving ideas and just put them under a rug. That's what I should have done. Imagine this, guys. Imagine if we had just gotten into online porn. If we got into online porn business and built up the platforms, how much money we'd have now. See, you were foolish. You guys, Dane went out and became an engineer. Frank went out and became a surgeon. Juan is my mechanic. I was a dumbass economist. We all should have just been digital pimp whores, digital porn pimps. That's all we should have done. We just should have platform. Can you imagine how much the guy is making on Seeking Arrangement? Can you imagine? Or the guy who does Chatterbait, or whoever came up with OnlyFriends. Oh, shit. Just wasn't depraved and amoral enough. I wasn't a hedonist enough. I still had one too many principles. And then finally, if you want to help out, you can do all your online shopping through my Amazon affiliate link, which you find at olderbrother.com/donate. Click on the Amazon banner, do all your shopping there. We got that. Let's go back to the holy shit. And then the super chats were plentiful. Alex Burgash, thoughts on business brokers? Well, that's what Dave Barnett is, businessbuyeradvantage.com. And he's the one I trust because him and I talk shop, because I was kind of on the financing side. He was on the brokering side. And so he'd be one of the guys saying, hey, we got someone who wants to buy a business. What are your terms? And he knows the ins and outs. He's like a very good mechanic. He knows how to look underneath the hood. Now, there's a lot of dude bro business brokers that are just wheeling and dealing and don't know shit. And that's like 80% of them. Dave is different. So in general, they're mostly scum. The scum buckets. This is why I recommend you hire Dave. This is why Dave, I don't think he charges $1,000 an hour, but if he did, it's worth it. Because if it's that, or lose your $95,000 in 401k funds because you're an idiot, you thought you're going to have a dream and the money will follow. You ruin your life. And that's business. And that 80% of business brokers ruin people's lives. So get a good business broker. I say take the seminar and learn as much as you can about accounting. That's what I would do. You can do that on your own. Robert Flores for $20. A while ago, I sent a question. It was if China was plotting to attack and you suggested where to live and invest. You said Chi-Coms would never attack. Strategists are theorizing Corona is a first shot and a power grab by China. No, I think it's just bad luck. It very likely was created by China. Is it somebody eating bats? Is it somebody testing a weapon on a bat and it got out? Yeah, it's possible. There's no... If you want to look for something positive, here's something that's positive. In the 70s and 80s, I remember the Soviets were going to fucking kill us. There was nuclear war. Oh my God, we're about to die. Now, the biggest thing is maybe Islamic terrorism, but that's kind of calmed down a little bit. But we don't have big global wars anymore. If you look at history, all it is, no matter where you go, is groups of people fighting each other for shits and giggles. That's all it was. Now, we have skirmishes, if anything. I know a lot of you, oh, it's the most expensive war in history. No, the United States' involvement in the Middle East is not the most expensive war. You go look up as a percentage of GDP. Yeah, inflated dollars it is, yeah, but it's not, trust me, it's not. We have no major rivals, like enemies. We don't have enemies. We have rivals. We have competitors. I wouldn't trust the Chinese. I wouldn't trust the Russians. Oh, but they don't trust us either, for good reason too. But we're not killing each other. We're not pointing nuclear weapons at one another anymore. I mean, we probably still are, but it's calmed down. I don't think China has, we're too cross-invested in one another to destroy the productive capacity of either any country. I think, frankly, saner heads are, okay, you may hate Trump, you may hate Putin, you may hate whoever the guy is in China. I used to know these people. But ain't nobody want to kill anybody else. We're all relatively peaceful, and we're trading. And it was called the peace dividend. We've had a long-ass peace dividend. Although I'm thinking with the peace dividend, all we've managed to do is like have people say, let's blow a ton of money on social shit that will never work. So maybe war is good because it anchors people back to reality. Like, no, we got to save our money. Everything's not roses. Everything is not awesome. But we've had a very long peace dividend, of which we've pissed away. So I don't think China wants to take us over and kill everybody with Corona. I don't know how they do it. They do it some way else, but I can't see any reason China or Russia would want to fuck people up with a virus. And if anything, if this virus was, let's say there was malicious intent on the part of China, they're doing the world a favor. They're not making countries weaker. They're temporarily making them weaker, but this is a brush fire. It's coming in and getting rid of all the crap wood. This is, it's not polite. It's not nice, or it's not kind. I'm just saying this is what it financially is. If this is disproportionately killing old people with medical problems, this is saving hundreds of billions of dollars for the United States Medicare and Social Security Fund. All right. It's shoring up finances, probably trillions if you go and you look overseas, globally, what we're speaking here. Not nice, not kind, but it's the truth. Trying to want to hurt us, they get something that would hurt younger people. Sup, Lucador Chaparito, how's the GF? The GF is out working. The GF is out doing that. Yeah, I got my mask. Thank you, Atham. Atham got this for me. He also got me a very nice shirt, of which it's been too cold for me to wear. Juan for $1.99. My pops was no kidding. Your dad was a Lucador. I'll upload a pic on Facebook. Yeah, Juan, email that or text it to me or something. That'd be awesome. Dan Hunsacker for $2. Name the girl in Three Board Guy's thumbnail. That's Mary Jo, Dan. If you want to see your pinups, go subscribe over at patreon.com/Aaron Clary. That's the girl. She's in the chat room somewhere. Thoughts on gold versus silver? I know you go for silver, but what about gold? Does it matter since they're both precious? It's kind of weird. I haven't really paid attention, but my latest knowledge is gold has gone up. Silver has gone down, but physical silver has gone up. because there's no physical silver to buy. And that's more important than the paper silver that you own through your mutual fund or your ETF or whatever. The reason paper silver has gone down is because silver is, first and foremost, in terms of its volume in use, is an industrial metal. So a lot of people were confused. Well, why is silver going down? It's like because the industry, manufacturing, doesn't need it anymore. Silver goes in a lot of stuff, electronics, your phone, computers, televisions, things like that. And that's where most of it's not jewelry or investors. It's an industrial metal. So that's why it's going down. But then physical silver, let me see, price physical silver. I guess you have to go to a coin dealer. Live metal. Okay, so the paper price is $14.55. That's the live spot. Let me see if this is corroborated here. Yeah, so it's $14, but what is physical silver? Physical demand for silver spikes as prices drop to, fastest pace 300 American one. Yeah, it went down in the 11s. I'm trying to find out what a physical price for 1 ounce of silver. What will it go for? I wouldn't doubt if it's up to $20 per ounce. Don't quote me on that. I don't know where it is, but yeah, gold is too expensive for me, so I've never thought about buying gold, and I don't want that much of my money invested into one little ounce coin that if I lose it, I'm fucked. Whereas silver is much less valuable per ounce. And so, if I forgot, I left this little, I squirreled away silver here. Oh, shoot. It's, I don't know. It's underneath the floorboard at my old house. Well, I don't have to get it. That's fine. But it's also divisible and it's more spending. That's why I recommend junk silver as well. Gold, it's nothing like, yeah, if you got a lot of money, you want to diversify into precious metal, go get some gold. But honestly, I would get some cryptocurrency before I get gold. I get silver first. Get some junk silver, get some silver things. mngoldbuyer.com. Go to mngoldbuyer.com. I should call my buddy, find out what the price is there. That's where I get my precious metals. And then I get cryptocurrency. And then, yeah, if you want to get gold, I guess you could get gold. I'm not a big fan of it, though. Truthfully, gold, I'd just go get jewelry for your girlfriend or your wife. Caroline Lewis. The women. Somebody let the women in. I am a secular girl dating a Christian cop who doesn't want it till marriage. I'm a freshman in college who wants to be a wife and mother. What should I do? Well, you're secular. Oh, you're a secular girl. Well, you're in college. You're a freshman, so you're 18. Oh, wait. I'm a secular girl dating a Christian cop who doesn't want it till marriage. All right, so he's willing to wait. I don't know. You're a little young to be talking marriage, don't you think? Do you want to get married? Oh, look, you get first. Okay. You got to talk to this guy. He sounds real serious. Like if he's giving up sex, then he's really serious. He's going to require that you become Christian too. So figure out if you want to become a Christian or not. The timing is horrible. I think you have that right there. I don't think you guys should be dating because he probably wants to go find a wife and have some kids, and she's going to have to be Christian. So that's what I'd recommend. On top of it, yes, younger the better to start families, but you don't know what you want. Most 18-year-old girls don't know what they want. And if you're going to college for something worthwhile, key qualification there, if it's worthwhile, I continue on. But if you want to be a wife and a mother, okay, you want to be a wife and mother, well, then you better become a Christian with this guy or not. And if you don't want to become a Christian, okay, then you let him go find a Christian girl. Here's another thing. If you're willing to fake being a Christian, which is frankly 95% of Christians, they don't really believe it. They just go there to feel good, to think, oh, when I die, maybe I make it to this place. You could fake it. That's what most of them do. But if you really want to be a wife and a mother and you really like this guy, take the Christianity out of it. Yes. What was it? the crown or the throne is worth the mass. There's a quote where some European dude, in order to, he was going to marry the princess. But in order to marry the princess, he had to convert to Catholicism or Christianity. And he didn't believe it, but he said, the throne is worth the mass, which meaning he had a Catholic. Obviously, he was Catholic. Okay, so he had to become Catholic because he'd have to go to mass. And he said, the kingdom is worth going to mass. He didn't believe it. But okay, everybody, I'm a good little Catholic now. I think if you really love the guy, which is more important than anything else, and you want to be a wife and a mother, then you go, you say you're a Christian. You go through the catechism. This isn't a fucking mail it in. You're going to be going to, this is going to be your part-time job. You're going to go to church every Sunday. You're going to go to catechism. You're going to get baptized. You're going to go through all that other shit that's required of this guy. Okay. I think you should date a little bit more. There should be a lengthy courting period. Maybe go to school, get a little bit of, a skill that you could do at home. But if you want to be a wife and a mother, then and you really, really like this guy, you love him, yes, fine, then it's okay. But you're going to have to fake being a Christian. Just sidestep that one, okay? Just don't even bother. Yeah, I'm Christian. Believe JC. All right. And you're going to raise your kids as Christians too, okay? Now, here's down the road, you can't just brainwash little children to be Christians or any religion for that matter. They'll grow up fucking warped, okay? And then they become preachers' kids like me, and they wreak untold amounts of hell on society. So when you're older and the kid's a little bit older, you have a talk and say, look, here's the deal. Here's how religion really works. Okay. It's belief, it's faith. There's no empirical proof, Your father is very adamant about the religion, but that's assumed, that's down the road. So I'm not saying give up your secular thoughts or beliefs. I am saying, yes, be the good Christian wife. Okay. But if you were to have kids, you're going to have to, the secular world is the real world. You're going to have to give them a little bit of tools there to operate in that real world and kind of behind the scenes, make sure the husband doesn't have them become these uber nut job Christians who are so skewed. If he's waiting till marriage, okay, that's admirable, but 9 out of 10 times there's something else wrong with them. So you're going to have to judge when you're older. I guess there we go. Glad I answered that question wonderfully. Anthem for $2. Luchador. Cha as in Coronachan. Luchador. Oh, I pronounce it Lucador. Luchador. Okay, Luchador. Robert Flores for $5. Maybe Z in China is watching his back more than few probably want him removed. Perfect excuse. Could be. Yeah, that was my favorite. The Chinese, it's the United States. They're throwing it in here. They're the ones. I wonder if Chinese people even believe that anymore. All right, so we got that. Let's go to the good news. Someone made a comment. Hello. I've been working in sports TV broadcasting for 7+ years. I've played organized sports teams, 3-sport varsity athlete through high school until this day. I still love being active, exercising, and this is a woman, by the way. Some pretty interesting sports she's in. She's the real deal. She's got. I don't want to identify her because I want to keep her anonymous. That is my background and connection to sports, and I'm here to tell you that I am over sports fans. I've come to realize that I like athletes because I enjoy their journey and dedication to the game, but it's sports fans who are killing my connection to sports. There are so many sports fans who used to play sports and have other goals in life. The type of sports fans who I'm talking about that I loathe are the kinds that you mentioned in your blog. In fact, a lot of these sports fans work in the industry and they have never played sports ever. They don't exercise. They don't have other hobbies. It truly feels like they are merely in this business to redeem themselves for having zero connection to sports in school. Yeah, that's called sport journalists. If you want to look at, I don't think they have it anymore, but back in the day, there's a station still there called AM 1500, and they became the sports channel. And there were already 4 fucking sports channels in the Twin Cities. And then you look at who the anchors were, the radio show hosts that were hard. These fuckers couldn't run a quarter mile without dying. These guys would die if they had any physical activity. It was a joke. It was hypocrisy. But they analyzed. Oh, we got to tell who this guy traded for that guy. That guy traded for this guy. Really, just guys, seriously, put a bullet in your head. I'm not talking the sports guys. They're making money off you. I'm talking like if you actually, there was one called Talking Purple because the Minnesota Vikings are purple. If you tuned into that, yeah, your wife is fucking somebody else. That's if they can lift up her fupa and find her vagina. Okay, guys, seriously, bullet in the head. Okay. If your life is tuning into the sports show, you're watching Sports Center, just end it. Just end it, okay? You got nothing in life. And now with no sports to watch, holy shit. Some people have been pointing out that they were watching sports, but now they're excited because they're finding out they have children. They could go outside and play. They don't have other hobbies. It truly feels like they are merely in this business to redeem them, have zero connection to sports in school. Not that you have to have experience to be a sports fan, but I do think you have to have some experience to be talking as much shit as they do about athletes. They talk about players' performances as if they have the knowledge and skill to do it better. Like becoming a pro is fucking easy. These, quote, sports fans also think they could be GM of any team, which apparently is also easy. And that's why they are working as production grunts instead of managing a franchise like their mouths keep saying they can do. Well, my dear, the lady who wrote this, don't you know they have their brackets and they play their fantasy football? They have their team. Sorry. They know they play fantasy football. They know exactly what they're doing. Also, it seems many sports fans have little sense of humor and don't understand jokes, which makes sense because there's a certain level of intelligence necessary to understand punchlines. Yes, they tend to have zero other hobbies and interests outside of watching and talking about sports, so they're clearly very, very intriguing. Eye roll. And then there's the women. I'm a woman, by the way, who think pretending to like sports will make them attractive, yet have nothing insightful to say about the game because they don't understand it, because they are so transparently faking it. Men do this too, but as a woman, it feels worse when my kind do it. I guess it's always worse when your kind does it. Hypocrite's a hypocrite. Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of women who know their shit and know the game. I'm not talking about them. Those are the respectable ones. It's the female pretenders who ruin it for the other authentic women sports fans. Oh, you mean like conservative thoughts coming in saying, hey guys, I love capitalism and Ronald Reagan. Donate to my Patreon. But they say the shit I said decades ago. These pretenders are like the players you start in fantasy football who earn negative stats and would perform better if you sat them on a bench and they did nothing. I will always want to be connected to sports through active participation because it is the actual fun in sports and by witnessing the greats. What I will never do is talk trash about an athlete's poor performance where they are trying but struggling. What I will never do is act like my life is over because a game that I have no control over does not go in my favor. What I will never do is act like being a sports fan makes me cooler than thou. Working in sports has allowed me to see many fans' true colors and made me realize that this industry can be very unfulfilling. I will forever rep my favorite sports teams and be a casual fan, but because of my experience dealing with sports fans, I decided it's time to explore my other passions because the world is so much bigger than sports. I'm gonna have to stop her here. Her letter is over, but I think here's the thing, and hopefully she's listening. I don't know if she's listening, but hopefully she's listening. You're going to find out. I'm going to write an article called There Is No Home Front. And the short version is that for all the stuff you see on the internet and everybody team and everyone, oh yeah, we're conservative or libertarian, or we're for the Green Bay Packers fans, or I like sports or whatever. There's so few people that are authentic and sincere. I'm talking less than 5%. I'm talking probably less than 1%. It's one of the more crippling, hurtful ones, observations, epiphanies I've had, because there's essentially no reason now to really live. There are so few. Society's gone. There's no saving society. I've known that. But then you think, well, there's a group of people that deserve it. And then you find out, no, these fucking using politics as an example, these conservative, traditional type of, they're still, sending their daughters to worthless liberal arts schools. They're still having their wives vote Democrat. They still vote, oh, well, nothing's too good for the children. I'm a conservative, but I'm going to vote for the school levy. Oh yeah, I want to go work out and do it, but then they don't go to the gym. There are so few authentic people that what you're going to realize, my dear, is that 99% of the population are sheep. They're inauthentic. They're hypocrites. They're frauds. They're lazy fucks. And no matter where you go, you could choose a different career or a different profession. It's going to be the same thing. In banking, it was worthless, parasitic fucks. In college or education or the education system, if you want to become a teacher, it's parasitic, lazy, dumbass fucks. You want to go work in government, dumbass fucks. Corporations, enslaved cog, dumbass fucks. The grass is definitely not greener on the other side, but you work in an industry where people are willingly throwing you money because they have nothing. That's where the money is. Same thing with digital porn. I mean, you could say, oh, that's where the money is. Make the money. Make the money, dear. You have a pension, you have a career, just do it. Just be like, do you think a doctor likes cutting open another fat person because they got a heart problems because they eat for shit and they're obese? I mean, you make the money one way or another. There's no saving society. Most people don't deserve anything good to happen to them. Just take their money. That's it. There's no career, profession, or job out there where you're going to do good and you're going to be a benefit to society. Just take their money. So there we go. And so that was the fan mail that we got. You guys can always send fan mail to Cappy as well. Let's get the last few super chats here, and then I'll go take my shower. Whoa. Man, we got some huge super chats. Thanks, guys. M2PG4 for $20. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks with virus symptoms present. Got tested and received negative results, aka I don't have it. Develop more. You guys could say coronavirus. I don't monetize this when I curse and swear. Develop more symptoms. They tell me it was a false negative. Nobody knows anything so annoying. Yeah, I hope you're young. That's it. I hope you're young. One Man's Way, $20. I'm undecided if now is a good time to hire researchers in my side business. Would it be smarter to do this now with higher demand for jobs, or am I just asking for headaches with the fear mindset of the current populace? Well, researchers in what? Like, can you do it? Look, can you do it yourself? Then you know it's going to get done right. But if you're talking like, physicist researchers or engineer, chemists, people in legit fields, then I'd be more prone to hire them. But if you're talking sociology and just regular schlebs to go on the internet and search stuff, no. I mean, you got to tell me what you're researching. I got to do pretty much all the work myself because I don't trust other people to get it done. Oh, 20. Is that it? Are we good? Are we all caught up? We are caught up. Oh, and then Donna, I sent you the book. Book is being sent. So hopefully that helps your Donna bought and paid a pretty price for How Not to Become a Millennial because for some reason it's not available for sale in Australia. So there you go. All right. Everyone bow your heads. Dear great and merciful Coronachan, thank you for your non-sentient and zero fucks given truth. The teeth and threats that have been missing so much in the real world that are yet necessary for us to value life, acknowledge truth, and love our fellow man. Truth. May your nature continue to expose the evil and parasitic among us, the lazy and those that put themselves above all others, our slave masters who keep us enslaved, teachers who can be replaced by YouTube, and the stupid and unprepared who ride for toilet paper when there is none. Bless us, O great Coronachan, and reward us, specifically those of us who are smart enough to have a 1 month supply of toilet paper and who stocked up on 5.56 ammo as a matter of basic insurance policy. And may thine blessings come in the form of lower asset prices, less boomers, less traffic, cheap gas, and near-free airline flights. In thy name, Wuhan, Wuhan. Amen. All right, and that is it for... No, that's not it, because here's one more super chat. That was almost it. One Man's Way for $10. I do it myself every day, researching mortgage notes, public records, etc. Yeah, dude, just... Do you need, like... is there another task you got to do that's mission critical to doing that, or can you do it yourself? Like, can you just do the old college try? Like, I'm going to bang out another book here that probably I could write in a week. I mean, it's not even going to be a book. It's going to be an essay. And it's just an issue of me saying, fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to go on the internet. I'm not going to do a podcast. I'm not going to go for a hike. I'm going to just sit down and bang this shit out. And if you can do that and get over that research hurdle and be done with it yourself, like seriously, just do, I remember in the olden days, you give the old college try, 20-hour work days with $4 naps. And then you just go and go. And then all of a sudden, 3 days later, it's over. It was hell, but it's over. Then you don't have to worry about it. All right, that's it. Thank you very kind. It's very, very generous, guys. Thank you so much. But don't think you got to toss all the money here. If there's other podcasters or YouTubers that you like, help them out. Especially if they happen to, like they lost their job or something like that. But yeah, thank you for the super chats. That will go. All proceeds will go to me, whether it's I'm spending on a Lucifer and Geronimo or Pokeball. And then check out all the links down below. And goobity bobbity bobbity. It's Friday. I will not be back until Monday. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.